If you've made it to this, if you've made it to this part of the video, like and subscribe.
If you've made it to this part of the video, clearly you like what we're doing. Please support our Patreon.
And you're just as passionate about it as we are, and we appreciate that. We love the passion. So let's keep that going.
Unless you scrub through the video to get here, then no, you're just looking for the quick
don't
answers.
do that.
Get back to the start.
Give us the full views, man. You have to watch the whole video to give us the views. I don't know if that's how that works, but maybe it is.
No, that is not true.
Thanks for the views anyway. All right, next up, the Super Mario World Cup, aka the Fruit Cup. Dude, I will say before we get to the last track in this cup, I knew immediately before it was out, when it was leaked in tour, what track was going to be in this cup, and I can't wait to talk about it.
Oh. Honestly, same.
I can't wait. Okay, so first we got, of course, the city track, and we started off the 2023 with Tour Amsterdam Drift.
I like this one. This one's good.
Yeah, thank you. This is another one of those ones that I see people hate on, and I don't understand.
I love this track. Like, just
yes, I
being
agree.
with the tulips, just the vibe going through the canals. This is one of my favorites of just all the city tracks.
And it's like the first tour track to have underwater racing, and the only city track I think that has that, which is kind of crazy. I think it's because they wanted to be different with every city, so they don't want to do underwater too much. But yeah,
where did you rank it?
A, kind of A for Amsterdam, right above Paris, actually.
See, I was going back and forth between A and S, and I really did not want to commit to S unless you already did, so I'm cool with A.
This one really upped the difficulty with the cities too. Like, this is one of the still one of the harder ones. Like the sharp turns, especially like the one part where you have to take like a sharp 90 and then you turn, then people are coming toward you before you go. I like each lap is different. Lap 1 is like you go through a farm, then you go loop around through the city. Lap 2 you go through the aqueducts or the canal or whatever. Then you go out, and lap 3 you go through a giant flower field. Like, I just think that's cool. Like, it's cool. The first one that people say felt unique because it wasn't just road the entire time. So it's nice.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also, people, I remember joking, like, this track is the reason Daisy Hills didn't make it because of the windmills and the farm. Kind of got the same theme going.
And good, because then the better Daisy tracks got in.
True. We got two. I don't know if we had all three. We got 2 Daisy tracks in here, but yeah, her beloved boyfriend doesn't get any. Rip.
Get wrecked.
I guess maybe we lost the Luigi track to get 2 Daisy tracks. Next up,
we lost the Luigi track so we can get Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Clearly the best Luigi's Mansion game.
Yes, clearly.
Also, where would you like to put this one?
Oh yeah, A. We said A.
Sydney, Ninja,
Paris.
Peach, Berlin.
Me personally, it's below Sydney, but I can understand if Highland wants it above Sydney. Because for me personally, I like Sydney a lot more.
I'll put it below Sydney.
Above Ninja?
Yeah, I would say it.
Okay.
I would say above Ninja. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna fight it if you said no, but I was gonna keep quiet.
And the remix for this song is amazing. I love it's so peaceful. Next up, the track of the Plant Gang track. Well, one of them, not the actual one from Tour Plant Gang track, but GBA Riverside Park with the freaking, what are they called? The patooties. Which is only in the 8 Deluxe version. Those weren't even in the Tour version. They made a straight up new model and a new obstacle for this course. Like, Wave 4 is really when they stepped it up. Like, they really.
This track just makes me happy. I think it's pretty. I think going in the cave and out the waterfall is great. It's probably my favorite GBA track.
This one, I'll be honest, I wasn't 100% sure on my rating of this. I did say I have every GBA track in B except Boo Lake, and I have it in B. But, like, it's weird because, like, I also have a lot of fun on this track. But from, I guess, more recent memory.
Into like low to mid A, somewhere in that range.
That's what, like I said, like because I don't really 100% know, I would accept that because I think it's a lot of it's probably based on what I remember from playing it, and between the two, I liked Blue Lake more. But I could definitely see. Also, the first one where people pointed out the graphics look good now.
Honestly, though.
The first one. Where would you want it, Highland?
I'd want to put it above Paris.
Okay, yeah.
Personally.
I can agree. I can, yeah. I mean, obviously I have Paris and A, so it's below, but I can definitely make an argument for why it would be there because it is very fun. Oh yes. Next up is Wii DK Summit. Oh yeah, the first Wii track in the past that wasn't in Mario Kart 7, and the first one in the past that hadn't been remade up to this point besides Tour. So
yeah.
Oh my gosh. May I just start by saying this is the like all the Wii tracks make me pretty nostalgic, but for some reason, this one, every time I hear the music, I just get just chills. Especially the 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm glad they kept that. I was really worried they were gonna remove that, but
can we put this one in the imaginary F tier because it's not DK Pass?
No. This is better than DK Pass.
DK Pass is garbage.
DK Pass is DK Pass walked so DK Summit could run.
I will not lie though.
Wii U walked so the Switch could run. I mean, that's true too. That's also true.
No, it's like I don't know if I like have like bias against this track because when we first got it, I was like convinced we were not going to see DK Mountain, which was always my DK Mountain, like DK.
You know what? A lot of people said that because like you thought, oh, it's gonna be Dino because we already got DK Summit. But also, then my argument was, you realize both DK Summit and DK Mountain were in Wii, right? That didn't stop me from putting both in Wii. So I mean,
it was. This is a great track. This brings up so much nostalgia.
This is like probably one of the most nostalgic Wii track for me besides Wii Rainbow Road. Like, oh my gosh.
Shooting out of the cannon doesn't hit like it did back in Wii, but I know it's because it's like a glide. They're not just like forced. So like I get why. It's an A
also
tier.
part of that is the fact that the characters' like legs don't come flying out of the cart anymore.
Yeah.
I missed that. Double Dash and Wii did that, but they haven't done that since like Wii. And the half pipes are so fun in this track, and just like Mushroom Gorge, the 2 gap cuts are back. They actually brought those back too, and they punish you for it. If you fall down, instead of like being picked up within 2 seconds, you fall for like a good like 5 seconds, and then you get picked up. So they punish you. Yeah. Like it usually like it's like the longest I think gap between falling and the key to picking you up. Like it's insane.
But yeah, I think somewhere in the A tier.
My favorite part is also when you get to the part with the pink snow. If you stay on the right side and you just go like this, you can actually speed through it like it's nothing. And like that's like I think the like competitive like time trials will do that because it's like the fastest way to do it. And then you do the half pipe on the last turn, and it just goes whoop. You basically skip around the whole turn. Like it's still as wacky as Wii, which I don't know how they pulled that off with Mario Kart 8 mechanics, but the anti-gravity I guess worked with the half pipes. But yeah, it is top of A for me. It is my first one in A tier because it's so good. The music always gives me chills. Like I just think back to I have a lot of Wii memories from this track, I guess is why, but
read out the top like 3 or 4 of A.
I would put it personally above Ninja in Amsterdam. But that's just based on my tier list.
I feel like I'm okay putting it above Sydney.
Okay.
If you're fine with it, I'm fine with it.
I have it below, but again, there's a lot of ways it is better than Sydney. Oh boy, yes, the one I've been waiting to talk about. Tour Yoshi's Island, baby, let's go. Oh, and also notorious for being the track that they revealed the first character of the DLC pack with.
So Sky High Sunday was the worst thing that Mario Kart Tour gave us. Yoshi's
And
Island is the best.
yes, I agree. On my tier list, it is higher than every other tour track.
I
Like,
have to
this
say,
is the best tour track,
this
without
track
a doubt.
reminds me. I don't know. I don't remember when this came out, but I don't know why. But I greatly associate this with the trip that we went to Nintendo World, because it was like
April.
almost 1-to-1 to the waiting room in the Mario Kart ride. It's
Oh,
crazy.
It
it
was like
was.
it was like
I was like, wait.
February. It was like released in February in the past, and then like April in tour. They recently just brought it back in tour, and it was great to play it on there again. It was
No,
great.
I forgot about
Also,
that queue in the Mario Kart ride, which is all Yoshi. That was so fun.
oh my god, I still have to go there at some point.
So cool.
Also, I remember when I saw the code name for it was like MOBYI, and I saw the YI, I was like, it's gonna be a Yoshi's Island track. There's a fruit cup in the booster course pass, and that's where it's gonna be, because that's a Yoshi fruit. And all I wanted was for the music to be the athletic thing from Yoshi's Island, and I got my wish. The music is so good, and I didn't even expect them to do the little intro, the dun 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 dun, 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 and then also the results music being different. Like, they straight up just, and the Yoshi coins, like, they straight up went all out with this track. Like, what the heck? It's
They did.
I guess it's a crossover, because the Yoshi's basically a different franchise at this point. The Tour's one and only crossover track, another one in Mario Kart 8, pretty much. Like, it's great. And this is double S for me. Double S, best tour track
I put a double S as well.
of all the tour tracks. This is my number one. It's crazy to think, because for the longest time, Ninja Hideaway was my number one track, but then as the tracks got better, it's just like. Also, I'm also a little biased because Yoshi's my favorite Mario character, so like that just makes it even better.
That's fair.
And all the sound effects and I love how they actually crammed like all 7 worlds into one course. How do you do that? Like, you literally just drive around the map in the game and all the worlds are represented. It's so cool. Yeah, fair, but it's just it's cool. Like, you start like, yeah, but still, you basically still get all 7 level themes. You start with the overworld, then you go into underwater, then like the caves, then the volcano, then the cloud, then like it's also. Yep. And oh, I can't not mention the freaking cloud shortcut. That is one of the most complex like things they've ever added to a Mario Kart track. Having to hit the cloud to open up that little path. Oh my god,
that was really clever.
It's so hard to hit too. Like, there's so many times it looks like I'm gonna hit it, but then right when I go there, it's like, whoop. Oh, it's also great though if you miss it and someone behind you hits it, it opens it for you. It's great. Oh,
my aim is terrible with it.
Like, they straight up ripped it straight out of Yoshi's Island. Like, it's so good. Like, you can tell they were very passionate with that track. And it was another one of those ones where people are like, no way this is a tour track. I'm like, Tour is getting crazy with their nitros now. Like, holy. Granted, Tour doesn't have all the like Yoshi coins and all the other stuff, so the 8 Deluxe one's superior. But I mean, I wouldn't have expected them to put that. But yeah, double S, no doubt. But is it below S and 3DS Rainbow Road? Because I have it above. I like it a little more than 3DS Rainbow Road. But maybe that might just be my Yoshi bias, or my. Because for me personally,
this hurts to say. I don't think I can put it above 3DS Rainbow Road.
Ooh. Because, spoiler alert, there is one other track above this I have in double S that would probably understandably replace 3DS Rainbow Road, but I have it as my number 2 in double S.
As great as this track is, it still reeks of Tour, and Tour is very limiting on what can be done. If this was built specifically for Mario Kart 8, I would feel like we're talking a different story.
No,
but like,
this is the one.
Rainbow Road is so perfect.
A lot of people said Yoshi's Island felt like it could have been made in Tour.
No, 8. I mean, there's nothing. I'm not saying it's a bad track, but you can't put it above a very solid track from 3DS. You know, it's like it's very solid.
So you're saying it's worse than every 3DS track?
feels like DLC to me. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's like
it
feels like DLC.
Well, I think you're thinking of the fact that the original Mario Kart 8 added like Zelda, Animal Crossing, Excite Bike, and F-Zero tracks. Like, I guess in that regard, it kind of would feel like that. But also Highline, I've seen people say this is one of the few where the cartoony art style, the Boost Course Pass, works really well.
I agree.
I couldn't picture like realistic, detailed Mario Kart 8 graphics. Honestly, it would look ugly like that. I'll be honest. Cartoony art style works perfect here.
Recap.
Yeah.
Recap time.
SS Rainbow Road, Yoshi's Island. S Coconut Mall, Maple Treeway, Waluigi Pinball. A tier, DK Summit, Sydney Sprint, Amsterdam Drift, and Ninja Hideaway. Peach Gardens, Mushroom Gorge, Berlin Byways, Calamari Desert, Riverside Park, Paris Promenade. B tier, Rock Mountain, Merry Mountain, Choco Mountain, Boo Lake, Sky Garden, Shroom Ridge, Mario Circuit 3, Snowland, New York Minute, London Loop, Toad Circuit. C tier, Sky High Sundae, and Tokyo Blur.
We might have to move some of those B tiers later, unless this A tier might also fill up though. To be fair, so maybe. Also, isn't it funny? Yoshi's Island's our first Yoshi track since DS Yoshi Falls.
That's sad.
Yeah, we're almost there. Almost there.
I'm just old and like very tired. I got up at like 7:30.
Hang in there, Hylian. That's true.
I know.
Because if you were ranking, we probably still would have been on like wave 3 or 4. It's just starting wave 4.
I always like time out 2 hours for these things. And like with this late recording, I'm like, sweet, I'll be done by 10:15, 10:30. It's going to be great.
But then we started recording like after that time.
Yeah.
Or like right at that time. It's okay. We're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah, thank God we're not doing those at least.
See, I'm getting old. My back's starting to hurt. I'm getting tired.
Bro.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
No, I have to work in the morning too, so I'm just like, I'm here at this point.
We're almost there. We can do it. We're doing good. We're going a bit faster than the first like 2 waves.
We've still got 5 more cups to go. We're barely halfway.
It's okay. It's okay. Pug literally was asleep during our Mario Kart Wii boost. Our Mario Kart Wii one.
He was so asleep that literally he pretty much just said the answer I said. He literally just like, so neither of us were right or wrong because he just kept saying what I said. So if I get it wrong, he got it wrong.
Well, the fun part is the more tired I get, the less I'm gonna talk, so the faster it'll go.
And the more I get, the advantage. All right. Anyways, all right. I'll try to speed it up even more if I can. Next up, Boomerang Cup which Sydney Sprint isn't in this cup for some reason. Tour Bangkok Rush. I have this in S.
C.
What?
I hate this. I don't hate this track. This track, I just no.
You're telling me it's down there with Tokyo Blur?
In my rankings, because I put Tokyo Blur in F tier.
Or you're telling me it's down there with London Loop or whatever you had in C?
I ranked it on mine. F tier maker will actually do its. So for reference, this is my 5th least favorite track in the pass. It's right below Mario Circuit 3 and right above Toad Circuit.
For once, I'm not the one with the at least I'm not the one with the unpopular opinion this time.
But the layout.
This is usually this is a well-liked city track, so this is one where it's actually you're the one with the unpopular opinion.
I just don't like it. I can't. It's just ugly to look at. When one of the main things is going through a parking garage, I kind of.
That's like the best part. I love that part.
That's the problem.
Bouncing off the canopies or whatever afterwards, like that's one of the coolest parts.
All I'm saying is this track does not make me want to go to Bangkok.
It made me want to go to Bangkok. I know about you. Shut up.
I'm leaving. I'll press the red button. I'll do it.
I have it in S. This is like one of the best better city tracks like in the game. Like I always enjoy this track.
Take low A. I am not going any higher than mid A.
High A?
Mid
Please?
A. No.
Fine.
Okay,
fine. Mid A it is.
Let's hear the A's and let's
Okay. Let's decide.
This will be the first time that this happens. Voice of God is now going to take control over your tier list. This is going bottom of A.
No, we're not doing that. You're not part of this ranking. You don't get to decide.
Okay, you got
Mid-A.
DK,
Mid-A
Sydney, Amsterdam, Ninja, Peach, Mushroom, Berlin, Cali, Riverside, Paris.
Where would you?
I will put it.
Put that?
I'd put it above Riverside. I am fine with it going above Calamari.
Okay, I can. Yep, fine. I don't think I'm gonna be able to convince you to move it any higher. So I'm just.
I'm just gonna go above Calamari.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, because I have it above Calamari. I mean, obviously it's a whole tier above, but speaking of great tracks, GCN Daisy Cruiser. Yes, one of my favorite. If you remember my Double Dash ranking. Wait, am I in the wrong wave? Oh, my bad.
You're in the wrong wave, friend.
Bro. Oh wait, no. DS Mario Circuit. Okay, also great track though. DS Mario Circuit, which honestly, the remake is freaking awesome.
It should have been Airship Fortress.
Nah, I'll be honest. This track kind of was needing a remake. I'll be honest. Airship Fortress got one already. Airship had its time to shine. It's DS Mario Circuit time to come in.
It's not even in the top 5 Mario Circuit. Well, no, probably it's not the top 3 Mario Circuits. I would have rather seen Sevens over this one.
I mean, Sevens is my favorite. I would probably, even the original, I probably would have said it was like my second or third favorite. Like, the fact that it's funny because it's also the only one in Star Cup besides one of the ones in Super Mario Kart, but also because of that, it is one of the harder Mario circuits.
I put
probably
it
the
in
hardest
my list
Mario circuit.
Low. I put it low B in my list.
I have it mid A. I enjoy this track a lot. Like this is probably my favorite of the Mario circuits in Mario Kart 8. This is my favorite Mario circuit. Like I love this Mario circuit.
I still prefer the base game Mario Circuit in 8 personally, but I can see that.
The forest section, like the fact they changed that to be a forest, and then there's also a Wiggler that's there on lap 3. I love that, and it just looks so. I don't know. It's the way it looks is just so good, and the fire piranha plants actually hold a challenge. Like those fireballs still hit me sometimes, especially if we're going around the turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Low upper B, I'm assuming then.
Would you put it at least above like Toad Circuit and Mario Circuit 3? Would you say it's a better circuit track than those two?
100%. Those are not good tracks. Yes.
Okay, then at least above those, like upper B, mid B.
I'm fine with upper B.
Because I think upper B we had like the mountains, like we had like Rock, I think, and Merry Mountain. Yeah, Boo Lake, Chocolate Mountain, Merry Mountain, Rock Mountain.
I'd put it above Boo personally.
But not above the mountains or all right. No. All right. That's fair. I never believed the whole thing of it replaced Airship Fortress because they probably planned it like to add this way before.
They did. It's just a bummer that they did.
Fair. Although maybe that means they'll hide it next game. They'll bring it back next game with a crazy remake.
That's the thing. Right now, if they've used most of their really good picks for the next game, so they're kind of running off of fumes for whatever they do for 10's retros.
I also think that was part of the reason. They were like, we need to use DS Mario Circuit, so let's just do it now. And then we have less tracks to worry about.
Yep.
Oh, okay, here we go. GCN Waluigi Stadium. Waluigi got both his tracks in this DLC. That's how awesome Waluigi is. And both his tracks are awesome. So, and I hope next game gives him a brand new Nitro track because we haven't had one since DS.
It's a good
GCN Waluigi Stadium. I have this in S. This is like, this is great. This track is so fun, especially in 8.
If we put it in S, it's going very bottom of S for me.
That's fair, because honestly, I have Waluigi Pinball above it. Between the two, I like Waluigi Pinball more, but
oh, me too.
Stadium is still a banger track. And the remix of it, and I love the way it's like new, but it's also the Wii version at the same time. Like it's kind of that. Oh, I should mention that little path they added, where you actually have to take the half pipe to go up to it, is so cool. Yeah, like it actually gives you a reason to use the half pipe, and they're actually faster. So it's like
he's so
cool. But like that, I was not expecting to do that. Like that was cool. The fact they put those on there, it actually makes you want to use the half pipes. Like that's I love that. Next up, probably still to this day, the most popular tour track in the game, at least from what I've seen people say, for Singapore Speedway.
S tier.
Double S for me.
I
put in every time I play it, it's so fun.
No
it's so
city
fun.
is going in double S. I'm sorry. I will block that every chance I get.
There's this one and one other one I will fight for, because I feel like one of them deserves it, and if it's either this one or the other one I have.
You better put your gloves up, because I'm not letting a city track in double S.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry.
It deserves to go up there with. We can work it out.
You're asking me to put a tour city track above Waluigi Pinball and Coconut Mall.
Because Singapore Speedway is way more fun than both of them. Well,
no, it is not.
Yeah, I have a double S on mine. I'm gonna. It's double S. It being a city track doesn't mean it's not.
I will put Singapore above Waluigi Stadium, but I am not putting it above Pinball or Coconut.
How about this? At the end, we can add one city track to double S, whichever one's highest, whichever one we have overall ranked highest.
We'll do that right after we move Coconut up a tier.
We'll see when we get there. But considering this whole DLC is themed around cities, I feel like it's only fair that one of them should be up there. I mean, we got Yoshi's Island in there for the four non-cities.
I think you're banking on me being so tired by the point we get there that you're going to ask for it and be like, yes, just get me off this damn recording.
Well, I mean, that's great in my favor then.
Yes, it really is.
Also, the music for this. Yeah, that's end of Boomerang Cup.
Okay, double S, Rainbow Road, Yoshi's Island. S, Coconut Mall, Maple Treeway, Waluigi Pinball, Singapore Speedway, Waluigi Stadium. A tier, DK Summit, Sydney Sprint, Amsterdam Dream, Ninja Hideaway, Peach Gardens, Mushroom Gorge, Berlin Byways, Bangkok Rush, Calamari Desert, Riverside Park, Paris Promenade. B tier, Rock Mountain, Merry Mountain, Choco Mountain, Mario Circuit, Blue Lake, Sky Garden, Shroom Ridge, Mario Circuit 3, Snowland, New York Minute, London Loop, Toad Circuit. C tier, Sky High Sundae, Tokyo Blur.
Lord, we need more. We need more A tiers, because that B tier is like straight up lopsided from the other ones. We might move one down, one of those C tier ones at some point. We're just gonna wait to see if maybe there's any others. Next.